Hey guys, welcome back to another Team Hectic video. Today what we're going to be doing is I will be pulling the fuel tank out of the S15, only because I'm going fuel cell setup, big drop tank and external pumps, etc, etc. But I'll give you a video on how to remove your factory one. There's been a lot of debating on keeping it, whatever, but I'm going to get rid of it. I've got a big hole in the boot I've got to fill, so it's just an excuse to put something there, and better accessibility, so I can get in there and do stuff easy rather than mucking around and behind the speaker parcel tray thing for the fuel pump. But what I will be doing is, just showing you how to take it apart. Well, I've never done it, so maybe you can do it with me first time. So so I have started. I took this big plastic bit off here. It sits up here. If you can see, that's already the fuel thing. So it sits. That's the fuel filler. So it sits like that in the fuel filler. It's just these plastic clips. I thought it was bolted. We'll just get rid of that. So it's just a clip here and a clip up here next to the filler, up here somewhere, and then it comes apart. And then now I've just disconnected this hose here. I might just double check, make sure that the tank is empty rather than taking it apart and then getting fuel everywhere. But I'll just take this off here, pull that out, so that's empty. 10 more bolt here, little bolt here, and then take that off, pull that out, and then I can get this fuel filler. I can get this fuel filler thing off. I'll just take these 4 bolts off here, and then I'll disconnect the wiring. I don't even know why I put the wiring in, to be honest. Getting a bit carried away. This was a while ago, but I'll take all that off and then make sure everything's disconnected, drain the tank. So this is the tank here. As you can see, it's pretty big. It goes right around down there. It's a lot bigger than I thought, but it's all good. We'll get it out. I am getting rid of these handbrake cables, the factory ones. I don't need them anymore, as I won't be running a factory handbrake. I'll be running a hydro handbrake, and then I can use my factory brakes with the brake line. But I'll probably get a hydro handbrake so you can lock it and then it won't move, or you can just chuck it in gear. But so what do I need? I need a pliers, a 10mm socket, and a ratchet. So far, that's all I can see. I can't see a bung under here for the fuel tank. What I might do actually is get rid of these handbrake lines, just because they might get in the way and get really annoying. And then that way it's easier for me to just get it out. If anyone wants to buy S15 fuel tank, factory one, let me know. What I'll do first is take this off here. It probably pays to wear safety glasses, just because dust and shit everywhere, but it's all good. She'll be alright. I probably will get that. It'll be a big hole here if I don't weld it up, so I'll probably get that ring welded. So just yank on it like that and Bob's your uncle. So that's the fuel filler right there. leave that out. And then that's the rubber that goes around the filler that can stay out. So that's all apart now. Nothing connected, so we can go in underneath the car and start putting stuff apart under there. I'll do the handbrake cable first. Got my tools. So with the handbrake, there's two of these under the car, and then there's a square jig, and then they're like that usually, but if you spin them around 90 degrees, you can push them out. Then you just rip the whole cable out. And now that the cable's out of the way, we can get stuck into the fuel tank. So what I'm gonna do is I've got to be pretty careful because it looks pretty heavy and it's probably full of fuel. So I think that was for the diff. This thing here, this hose, there's a hose here that goes into the rail. I'm pretty sure it's for the diff. So the breather, it's just a breather, but I might pull it. I'll just pull it off for now. So we managed to get the guard off here. It's rusty as full of rubbish. But yeah, that's that off. Now we'll just get the tank out. Like I was saying with the tank, I haven't done it before, so I'm just gonna have a look around first and see what's going on. So the tank, just two big bolts up here. So that's the bolt there, and it's got a strap on it. It's, you know, a big steel strap. Same with the other side there. So you just take those two big bolts off, 1, 2, and then I'm guessing the tank folds down, or like comes down. So that's the fuel tank out. It's all out, super tidy under there. The only other thing was these were jammed up in here. You just bend them down, and then this line here was the only thing holding it up. So just pull that off. But the straps, they stay on the car. You got to pull the pins off the back, so that didn't really do too much. But yeah, that's the fuel tank. we'll pull it right out and then we'll have a look under the cup. So that's the fuel tank out completely. Pretty easy. Bit of a, I can do it by myself, you can too. And then that's that under there, super clean now. So all I'll have is a fuel cell set up in the boot around here somewhere with a plate obviously covering it all, and then only thing you'll see is my subframe. And now it's made it easier for me to run my new fuel lines, my hydro handbrake lines as well. So yeah, this is another video on me trying to attempt to put my subframe back in on my own. I finally got that last bit off Steve from Stealth Roads for my tow arms, and it looks bloody good. So we'll try attempt to, I had to correct a few things, sorry. Like I say, it's been a while. I did put the camber arm in upside down, or the other way around, just so your shock can go through. But it's alright, you live and you learn, right? Make mistakes, fix them. But everything's, this is the subframe anyway, it's all together. Everything's still hand tight. Most of these bolts like this, these ones here, I did tighten up. The ones that don't really need to be fitted with once it's in the car. But yeah, it looks fucking sick. I'll get it up in the car and then, well, I'll try to anyway, and then we'll see how we go. Put it on. There was a mesh. Probably recommend getting a hand if you are doing it. Just use a jack, 2 blocks of wood, and then put it up. That's what it looks like. It needs a clean. It's got scraped up pretty bad here, there, underneath. But we'll get it up and we'll get it out of the way and we'll take photos. This is what it looked like. But it did scrape up the subframe a bit, nothing bad, it's alright. That's all the arms in, everything looks real neat. Fuel, I don't know if you can see, but the fuel tank's gone now too, like I showed you before. So heaps of space to work on it. But yeah, it. So with the, I just used a jacked it up off the floor. It was a nightmare to get centered, but we got there at the end. Put that nut on just, this nut on just, that one on, and then with the front ones, diff was already in there, but with the front ones down here, these ones there, I do have subframe lockers, just because I'm not going to bother too much. You can see it's scraped it up pretty bad here, but I'll just get in there with some touch-up paint here as well. But I mean, fuck, that looks way better than what it did. But yeah, that you got to take this nut off here, put this bracket back on, and then put the nut on here. Otherwise it'll just, yeah, you won't be able to bolt it. But this is it, that's it. So I thought might as well, while I'm here, chuck the adjusties back in, the brand new adjusties. Like I say, that hole will get bunged up, that's where the old fill filler was. And then yeah, finish off the rotors and that later once my rotors get here. I've already bought the 2-pot calipers, I got the Willwood calipers, and then I'll buy some GK Tech lines, but we'll chuck these adjusties. We'll adjust them once it's all back together, but for now, chuck them in, eh? think they've been adjusted as low as you can go. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we'll see what happens, eh? Only took me 20 minutes by myself, which is a bloody nightmare, but the bolt's real close to the shock, but it's all good. So that's all done. It's up there. It's probably going to be bloody slammed. That's why it's probably a bit harder for me to do, because it's probably super low, but we'll see. But that's it.